You can see on my counter the ingredients, and if you have the ingredient list in front of you, you can follow along. And I pre-cooked the spaghetti so that we wouldn't have to sit here and wait for that to cook. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to switch cameras, and then move this to a new spot so you can see me work. All right, let me know if you can't hear. Okay, so one of the keys to this dish is to make sure that you cook your spaghetti halfway. So normally it's 10 to 12 minutes to cook spaghetti. You want to only cook 5 minutes because you're going to finish cooking the spaghetti in the skillet with the wine. Okay, so I just added the oil to a warm skillet, and now I'm going to add the shallots. Let those get going. I'm going to add the garlic. And I'm going to add the red pepper flakes. Okay. First thing you notice when this happens is the smell just starts filling up the room. Mix it up a little bit with the oil. I'll put a little bit of salt in there. And salt's optional, but it's in the recipe. I'm gonna let those get a little bit translucent. The onions, just let them cook a little bit. And then I'm gonna add the wine. So another key thing about the wine, make sure it's a wine that you like. First time I made this, I went and got the cheapest wine at a grocery store. Doesn't work. Get something you like because it's going to really leave that great flavor in the spaghetti. All right, and I'm adding almost a whole bottle. Chef needs a taste, you know what I mean? Somebody wasn't on mute. I heard that laugh. All right. Got the wine cooking, and all the alcohol will burn off, so don't worry about this impacting people under 21. Okay, so we're gonna just let that heat up. And once it comes to a slight boil, we'll turn it down to a simmer, and then we'll add the spaghetti. Okay. And if you guys have any questions, go ahead and just ask. I don't mind that.
Can we see what that consistency is looking like in the pan?
Yes, you can. All right, let me switch camera. Oh, duh. Sorry about that. I covered up the camera. There we go. So you can see the wine. You can see it's coming to a simmer.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the spaghetti, and that's half-cooked spaghetti. Okay?
Yep.
All right. So, a couple of key things again. Half-cook your spaghetti. Good wine.
And why did you say we should have cooked the spaghetti?
Because you want to finish cooking the spaghetti here in the skillet with the wine and all the vegetables. And you can see it's, the spaghetti sticking together. And I'll bring the camera over so you can see.
Is that dry wine?
It's a wine that Tanya likes, just so you know. It's a red wine that you like. So it can be dry, it can be sweet. You want to make sure it's something you like. That's the key to this.
It's
it's
a Patek red. It's a red blend.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm using.
Okay, yep. So that is a little sweet, right? That one?
It's a very full, good flavored wine. Okay, I'm gonna bring the, I'm just gonna mix these up a little bit, and then I'll bring the camera over so you can see what it looks like. You'll see that good color starting to get on these. Okay, and we're almost done.
So Steve, I noticed you don't have any meat in there. Do you ever have meat with this dish? And if
Yeah,
so,
that's
what
great.
meat is it? Is it sausage or?
Yeah, that's a great question. You see this skillet right here, empty one? So what we like to do is grill some shrimp and add it to the plate so we get a good protein, and it goes well with this dish. So what I'm going to do now is just add my tomato paste. Let's stir that up, and that's going to give it a little deeper red color as well.
But you didn't want the tomato paste in there when you had the other ingredients?
Right.
Oh.
Maybe, maybe I'm doing that out of order, but
This is your recipe.
yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Just give it a good stir. I'm going to add some butter. Get that mixed in there. And then just, so you can add proteins, grilled chicken, grilled shrimp. You also, the recipe talks about goat cheese. You can use feta. So when we have it, Cameron likes feta cheese, so he puts feta on it. Feta's a little saltier, so just be aware it'll give it a salt kick. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And you're talking about putting the cheese on once the dish is completely done, not while it's cooking, right?
That's correct. That's a good point as well. We add the cheese as we're serving it, and what happens as it's on your plate and it's hot, the cheese coats the spaghetti, and so you do get the flavor of the cheese throughout your bite. So it works out really well. Okay. So I'm just going to add the parsley. Just shift it a little bit. There it is. Let me bring the camera last peek. And that's it. It's an unbelievable flavorful dish. It'll blow your mind with the flavors you get, and it's quick, as you can tell. It's just quick to make.
Yeah. Well, I'll have to come over and get my sample today.
That looks good, Steve. That looks real good, man.
It is real good.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
All right. Well, thank you, Steve. Are
Thanks.
there any questions for Steve? Nope. All right. Well, thank you. Appreciate it.